King Qi Jing was ill. He had not been able to get out of bed for a month. The palace doctor did everything possible to cure him, but the king did not respond positively to the treatment. He felt pessimistic and desperate. He was terrified of death and clung to life by any means. One night, he had a nightmare. He dreamed that he was fighting against two suns. He was defeated and burned by enormous balls of fire. The red-hot flames scorched him mercilessly. He woke up screaming in his delirium, drenched in cold sweat. He couldn't go back to sleep. He endured until dawn, when his advisor came, to whom he said in an almost agonizing tone, "I can't live much longer. Last night I dreamed that I was fighting against two suns. They defeated me and burned me to death. That must mean the end of my life." His intelligent advisor tried to console him, "Do not despair. I will call the dream interpreter to give you his explanation." He sent a carriage to bring the interpreter immediately. He waited for him in the antechamber. After a moment, the seer arrived and asked the advisor, "Did you call me for something? Here I am at your complete disposal." "Look," he began to explain, "last night His Majesty had a nightmare in which he dreamed he was fighting against two suns. They burned him to death. This dream has caused him great distress and fear. That's why we have called you to give an appropriate explanation. For that, I need to consult the Book of Dreams," said the interpreter as he opened the thick manual. "That's not necessary," the advisor stopped him, "because the illness our king suffers from is yin, while the sun is yang. The fact that yin has been defeated by two yang means that his illness will be cured. Therefore, the dream is a good omen. Go and interpret his nightmare in these terms." When the interpreter entered the royal bedroom, the monarch felt so close to death that he almost didn't have the strength to tell his nightmare. He finished with his eyes closed, in agony. The interpreter already had his version prepared. He said with a joyful tone, "Majesty, allow me to congratulate you." "Why do you congratulate me?" The monarch immediately opened his eyes. "Because this dream means you will get better immediately. The ailment you suffer from is yin, and the sun is yang. The fact that yin has been defeated by yang means that your health will soon improve substantially." The king sat up in bed with energy. He felt that his spirit, weighed down by pessimism, was relieved and filled with an unprecedented vitality. On the third day, he fully recovered. To celebrate his sudden recovery, he met with the interpreter who had predicted the change in his illness. "I am truly grateful. You were the one who gave me encouragement and vitality when I was in a critical state. Tell me if you want a reward in money or a public position." The interpreter could only tell the truth, "Majesty, it was your personal advisor who gave me the guidelines for the interpretation of your nightmare." The king summoned his advisor to express his gratitude. The advisor said, "What I did was dispel the excessive worries that weighed you down and caused you spiritual heaviness. But if I had told you, you wouldn't have believed me. Therefore, the merit belongs to the dream interpreter." Despite his advisor's modesty, the king decided to generously reward both of them. Moral of the story: sometimes, what truly heals us is a change in perspective and the power of belief.